Hello, my friends. This is Andy Falco Jimenez coming to you live from Yorba Linda, California for Live Life Wise TV. What is Live Life Wise? It is a company that I am a founder in where we provide some health and wellness products, supplements. Three of them are live right now, and two more are just going online as I speak. Actually, I think it was July 5th. They actually went live and where they're beginning to get shipped out. I'll tell you a little bit more about those products, but they essentially help you sleep. So one's called Dream. Another one is called Restore, which helps with inflammation. And then Clarity, which is one you take when you want a little bit of a boost of energy and clarity in your noggin. And then we have the One, which is a multivitamin, which is huge. The vitamin is full of nutrients, more so than any other vitamin that you've ever been able to find in the past. It is brand new and it is amazing. And then Shield, which helps with your immune system. But again, we'll be going over those in future shows in a little bit more detail. But we just had our live launch. If you've been following me over the last several months, we've been in pre-launch where I've been trying to get so many people to join me for free for so many months that I have built a really big team, which is awesome. But there's a lot of people on there that are not on my team that I don't know what happened to you. I don't know why. I don't know why you have not did not decide to join me for free, because then on July 4th, which we had our big launch, there were two live videos and that they did from the home office, and it was amazing. Rob Alwyn gave us all this great news about a bonus with some profit sharing and some whole bunch of other stuff. I'm not quite sure if I can share exactly what we got gifted as founders, but it's financially amazing. But I don't want you, those of you that did not join us, to shy away from joining, even though now it's going to cost $99 annually to maintain your partnership with us and to be part of the business. Because what ends up happening now is that you get free product when you join for $99. And so it's kind of like you are still going to be able to join for free, but instead you're going to get products along with your membership. So I don't know that it's that big of a deal that you didn't join in, at least as far as the cost. But I'm so grateful for Rob and Tracy Gibbs and Dr. Clem, who is the president of LifeWise, who just really knocked it out of the park on launch day. And we couldn't be more pleased as founders and people that have joined. There's, I think, a couple thousand of us who've joined in the early stages. And I have several, I don't know how many, 20-ish, 20 plus people on my team right now. And so thank you for all of you that decided to join. And again, don't let the $99, that's annually, so it's not like it's going to kill you. But remember, when you sign up, you get free product. And there's a lot of other stuff that you're going to get that's going to make it more than worthwhile to join me on my team. I'm going to tell you about some other stuff you're going to get by being on my team in just a minute. So stick around. But I do want to introduce you to Dr. Clem, who is the president of LifeWise. I've not had a chance to talk to him about him much or tell you much about him. But I wanted to do that and then share with you a new website that I created just for the people that have joined underneath me. And other people can join too. It doesn't just have to people that have joined under me, but it's specifically for the group of people who have decided to join me on this LifeWise journey. And then, yeah, that's it for this show. And then maybe I'll share the website a little bit so you can see some of the products, those of you that are seeing this for the very first time. So let me see some of the comments that are coming in. We got Shekinah James. I hope I said that right. Hopefully soon I'll learn how to pronounce all these names correctly. There's a few people also on the team that I can't quite know how to pronounce their team. Being a founder is pretty cool. You're absolutely right. It is amazing. We're very fortunate to have been in early on the pre-launch, and the launch, the official launch of the company was amazing. And again, I hope that people understand the value of joining now for $99 is incredible. And you're going to get so much out of it, and then you'll make that money back. As long as you put in the time and the effort, you'll make that money back really quickly. Already, again, I've told people I've been a part of other network marketing and multi-level marketing, which I even hate to say that LifeWise is that, because it's so different than the rest that you don't have to buy any large packages. It's not a point system. There's no legs you have to worry about. There's none of that stuff. As soon as somebody buys who you've shared the company with, you earn money. It doesn't, you don't need to do anything before that. It's kind of silly to even call it a network marketing company, because it's so unlike any other. I've already made more money in this company in pre-launch in the first month, actually, than I did with all the other companies I was involved with, considering if I were to look at how much money I invested into those companies and what I ended up getting in return was pennies. If even that, I don't even know if I made a penny on a couple of those businesses. But anyway, let's see if I can pronounce this correctly. So are they whole food vitamins? Yes, made out of food products. They're Tracy Gibbs. Dr. Tracy Gibbs is a great formulator. He uses plants that are and foods that are found in nature to create all the formulations, and they are wonderful. And so yes, and there's no at least no known contradiction to any pharmaceuticals you might be taking. If you can eat food, you can take the vitamins that Dr. Gibbs has created. And it's Sakina. All right. Very cool. I will try to remember that from now on. I'm horrible with names, by the way, so I have trouble saying John from time to time. All right. Let me share with you who our president is. And this is a picture of he and his wife. And I'm going to read a little bio for you. I hope to be interviewing Rob and Tracy and Clem and the other leadership in future episodes, and even some of the leaders that are on my team. We'll be talking to them and talking a little bit more about what it is that they bring to LifeWise and their story and why they created LifeWise and all that kind of stuff. And Dr. Tracy Gibbs will be on to talk about the products, I'm sure, and we'll get him going about that kind of stuff. So here is a little bit more about Dr. Clem. Actually, let me go full screen on his bio here. But it's a quote from Chris Clem, Dr. Chris Clem, that says, "Healthy leaders create healthy teams, fostering healthy individuals and happy customers." Dr. Clem is the president of LifeWise, where he serves as the team's champion of individual and organizational health training and development embodied in the LEAD program. And Chris holds a PhD and a master's in organizational leadership. Chris formerly served as the director of marketing of Southwest Sports Group Productions, a division of Texas Rangers and Dallas Stars. Oh, fantastic. I'm a huge hockey fan. Not much of a baseball fan, but hockey, yes, the Dallas Stars. He founded Paladin Advisors, LLC, a leadership advisory firm specializing in organizational and individual productivity, focusing on employee burnout, prevention, wellness, engagement, and retention. He and his wife, Tricia, are the lead pastors of Highland Assembly. That's amazing. A vibrant church in the beautiful Ozarks of Arkansas. That is fantastic. That's what I love about Dr. Chris as a police officer. I really enjoy this. Dr. Chris is a SWAT certified police officer and serves as a captain in the Sharp County Sheriff's Department and as an advisor to the Arkansas Department of Public Safety and Arkansas State Police on officer leadership development and training, burnout prevention, and wellness. Additionally, Dr. Clem works with businesses, nonprofits, public and private schools, and universities regarding leadership development, burnout prevention, and organizational health. So I think that it was an important thing for me to bring in who our president is and what his position is, or what his role is in LifeWise, because he's also in charge of the LEAD program. And I can't exactly remember what LEAD stands for, but it's leadership training within the LifeWise organization. I'm sure the L stands for leadership, but he is in charge of the training in that product that you can purchase. It's $35 a month, or it's $35. I actually use that as my auto ship product because it's the least expensive product. The other ones are only $39, but $35, a product of $35 that you put on auto ship monthly maintains our foundership in this great company. And so that's the one I chose to be my auto ship because I end up buying a lot more of the other products because I buy them for myself and my family and to share. But just in case I get overloaded on some of those products, I decided, you know what, I'm going to put that on auto ship, and the rest of those products I'll worry about when I need them and when I'm buying them for a special event I might be having at the house, a potluck or whatever. And so that's what I've decided to do. But that leadership program is great training. I'm going to share with you just a little bit. I hope they don't mind. I didn't ask for permission, but I'm going to share just a little bit of the beginning of what Dr. Clem has been teaching in his program. And this first part, I think, is super important. It's not just important for those of us that are in LifeWise, but for anyone that is it is a parent, a grandparent, owns a business. I think they will get a lot out of this very first part of the training in regard to wellness. So I'm gonna get to that in 1 second, but Sakina has a question about kosher and halal. I believe so. I saw in one of the packages or one of the flyers that it was kosher, if I'm not mistaken. But it is all clean products. There's no meat products in there that I know of, or anything like that. It's all plant-based. And so in my description of this, where you're watching this on LinkedIn, I believe you should be able to see the description, the links. The one of the links that has my name on it, Andy Falco Jimenez, will send you to the website where you'll be able to look into more as to what is in the products. The ingredients is mostly on the website. And then if you have any other questions, if you scroll all the way down to the bottom of the website, there's a phone number there, a toll-free number. The people are amazing. They're the wives, or they actually might be Rob might answer the phone, or Dr. Tracy Gibbs, or maybe even Dr. Clem might answer the phone, and we'll be able to answer any questions you have, Sakina, about the kosher or halal aspect of the products. But I believe that they are, but I don't want to say for 100% sure, but I'm almost positive that they are. Sakina says she met me at a Mike Koenig's event, and yes, met a lot of people there, great people. And I do remember you now from your name there. She's also called the colon whisperer. I do remember that. And there's nothing better than a clean colon, Sakina, and I do remember that very well. I can also see your picture there. So let me go ahead and share my screen here. I'm going to let me bring it to the spot where I need it to be first. So this is a handout that comes with the training products, or with the training called LEAD. And so the first part is important. The LifeWise success formula is knowledge plus wisdom equals success. Knowledge are the facts and information and skills acquired. Wisdom is the right use or application of the knowledge that you gain, and that will equal success. And so that's why they believe, and Dr. Clem thinks it's important to have this training program to make sure that you get as much knowledge as possible. And then through that training and knowledge, you'll gain wisdom and use it appropriately so that you'll have great success as you're going through your time with LifeWise. Now, I'm not a huge fan of the World Health Organization after everything that's happened in COVID, but he does get a quote here, which actually is very helpful. This was written in 2004, so maybe it was at a better time for the WHD or WHO, the World Health Organization. But in this quote, and it's maybe a little bit hard to see because it's white print on a black background, but let me read it for you. It says, wellness is the optimal state of health of individuals and groups or teams. There are two focal concerns: the realization of the fullest potential of an individual physically, psychologically, socially, spiritually, and economically, and the fulfillment of one's role, expectations in the family, community, place of worship, workplace, and other settings. And so here it's a fill in the blank. And I have actually the cheat sheet here that I wrote down the notes as I was watching the video. And so what he wants to, what Dr. Clem begins to teach in this training program, and again, I'm not going to go through the whole thing. I'm just want to bring up these issues that are super important, that many of these things will be tackled by LifeWise, because it also is a faith-based company. If you did not already know that, let me come back to my picture for 1 second. The great thing about this company is that it's a faith-based business who believes in God and the power of God and the power of prayer. And so it includes not only the spiritual wellness of a human, of us, as members of LifeWise, but then it gives you the training and the knowledge in all these other areas too. So getting back to his flyer here, or his training PDF, it says, so wellness encompasses reaching your full potential in your, and then the P stands for physical health. And that, obviously has to do with the products and the teaching of the products, and why the physical health that you will gain through the use of the one, for instance, which is which is the new product that's coming out, the new vitamin that's coming out. And then the next one is the psychological health, which is important. That some of the ways that you gain great psychological health is through great sleep. And so the product named Dream is one of those things that's going to be helpful in that desire to gain psychological health. And then social or relational health. And so in the training, it talks about how we, especially when you're doing, when you're faith-based, you understand that that is something that is meant to be done as a team or a group of people. And the church, if you, whether it's a synagogue or a church or what have you, that is a group of people that you socially do life together and address your faith together. So that's a relational health that you're going to gain there. And then, of course, the S stands for spiritual health, which I just discussed, that this is a faith-based company. And then economic health, which surely with your time with LifeWise, if you put in the time and the effort and you address your physical, psychological, social, and relational, your spiritual, your economical health would then follows. And I love how how we put these things in this order, and also the WHO did it in the same way. Is that you have to tackle these other things if you're going to expect to do anything in relationship to an economically healthy way, where then you are using your knowledge and your wisdom, and you're maintaining a good health where you're able to be in a healthy place, that then working hard, working in a way with other people that is healthy, that is good, that it's because you are so healthy in those areas, that it will bring economical success that you will then be able to share with others. And that is the goal, right? It's not just that you want to earn a lot of money for yourself, and so you can have a certain status that makes you look good. One of the things, you want to be able to share your wealth with your family. You want to be able to share your wealth with your church or your organization that you have chosen with the work to do your faith with. And then for those people that are less off than you are, that maybe need help and a hand up, and you'll be able to share some of that economical wealth because you are economically healthy through all the other things that you do. The next bit that I want to share with you on this is then the environment that you will be in, and how you're going to meet or exceed those roles, exceed our role and expectations in our family is first. You want to make sure that when you're well in your physical, psychological, social, and spiritual, economic way, that you're going to be then able to exceed the expectations of your family, and then your community, which is the next C there. And then the next C is your church. And then W is your workplace. And then others is school, your teams, your clubs, and anybody else that you're going to be spending time with. So I really love that, how this starts out, how the lead program that Dr. Clem is in charge of and teaching, that he wants to address your wellness first, and all of us at LifeWise. And it doesn't have to do with just being, his first class wasn't, okay, we need you to buy these packages in order to qualify to be, to be healthy in our company. No, it's not that. It's not that you have to buy, these products and then share them all out first, and then you'll earn points and that. So none of the training talks about anything like that. The training here at LifeWise with Dr. Clem has to do with us and our health and our wellness, and wants to make sure that we go into this company in a positive way, where we're developing a wellness aspect to our life before we worry about, making money. Now, does that mean that you're not going to start working hard towards building a team, about bringing people in, that kind of stuff? No, you're going to do that at the same time. But the training itself really does want to, address, you have to do this in a healthy way. You don't want to do it in a way where it's only about the money. You notice that his definition of wellness isn't about, having wealth, right? As many of these other places are that I've been involved in, that it really mostly became about how it is you're going to become wealthy, where they share with you the successes of others, their Mercedes-Benz, the trips that they go on to Greece, the suitcases of money that I've seen some of them give away, that those are the things that they put foremost and on top of the motivation to get people in, that it's really about these things that you can't take with you when you die. It doesn't help you build a legacy where you can then leave what you've built in LifeWise with your to your children or to your grandchildren, or maybe to somebody else in the community. LifeWise allows you to do that. And only a person that is healthy in all these other areas would even think about that. I've been involved in these other companies, it's almost always about, okay, what is the first trip I'm going to be able to go on for free if I buy these huge packages and con a bunch of other of my friends to be involved in this. That's almost the training that you get first with these other companies, but not with LifeWise. I love that Dr. Clem started with, you know what, we want to make sure that you are right first, that you are healthy, that you are well, and also add some scripture in there. Let me see if I can find one of the great quotes. I might have gone past it right away at the beginning here. So sorry. I just want to share with you that there's scripture that he alludes to, and I'm gonna have to go through too many pages to find it, and I don't want to make you guys watch, but it is really an important part of, obviously he's a pastor. So it's going to be a really important part to the things that he teaches and who he is and how he shares with others. But again, that's one of my favorite things about this, is that we're going to put God first. So the company puts God first. They pray before they do any live broadcast that they do, before they make any decisions. They do it as a group, and that's where they go first. And then they are transparent and they share. And so I think that if you are going to have good, healthy people running a business that are straight with God first, and who they are and what their commitment to God and to the group of people or the church, which I think the people that are involved in LifeWise is essentially a church. Now it's a non-denominational church, but it's one where I think it's important that everybody understands that this is how it works. We need to go to God first, and then the rest of the stuff will follow. And it's not about the trips. It's not about the free cars. It's not about the money that you'll get in the suitcase. It's not about, the cars, the Mercedes Benz and that kind of stuff. As a matter of fact, I don't even think they've ever talked about that. They've talked about how they want to get together with each other. Rob actually offered to fly here to California to do a party or what they call a potluck where I would invite a bunch of people over. Unfortunately, at that time, there was some pretty serious stuff happening around the home. And so it just wasn't possible for me to do that and to pull it off in the time that I was given, which was only a couple of days. So was not able to do that. But that's pretty good, right? That's a pretty strong heart to say, you know what, Andy, I'm going to fly down to California and be there. For you. He had to be, in California for some other stuff too, I'm sure, and some other things that he had going on. But this was one of the things that this is the creator of LifeWise. It was willing to come to my home and do that early on. Yesterday, one of the people that just joined me had a question about the products and how it may or may not contradict one of the other supplements or pharmaceuticals that she was taking. And I said, you know what, I'm sure that that's not a problem, but just so that you feel good, I'm going to send you off to Dr. Tracy Gibbs, who is the formulator and knows the science behind these things. And I got a hold of Tracy. I said, hey, my friend who just joined needs to talk to you. And she goes, hey, I'll give her my phone number. And I gave it to her, and he called, and he answered and picked up, and they talked, and everything was fantastic. And he did assure her that these products do not conflict with the products that she's taking already. And that's just the kind of company it is. You can speak to it's like if you bought an Apple phone and said, you know what, I have a question about my phone. Can I talk to Steve Jobs? And you were able to do that, even though he's dead, right? You can call him. It's kind of the same thing here in LifeWise. You can call and talk to any one of the leadership. You can talk to one of their wives if you want to. They're all on the phone. They're all helping out, and they're all building this business together. So I love it. I love everything about it. So I hope I didn't go on too long about all that kind of stuff. I'm going to bring up another page here, and I want to share with you the website that I'm building, and it's really just to make things easier for the people that have decided to join me, and that is my website here. That it's ready to go. There's some more things I'm going to be adding to it. Here we go. And so this is going to be the website for anybody who decides to join me. That we're going to be called the Fearless LifeWise Group. The reason fearless is because we got to be fearless as we go forward. I have difficulty in sales. I'm going to come back to my screen here for just a second. I have, oops. There we go. I have difficulty in sales. That's not my forte. I've owned businesses where I had to sell. A dog training business was huge. We were worldwide. I had people shipping me dogs from France to train and then send them back. And I was training police departments all over the world and agencies. And so it's not that I can't sell. It's just not my favorite thing to do. But if I know the subject matter, like when I was in the CBD business, I wrote 2 #1 best-selling books. That's probably where I met Sakina, is because we were in the same group of people where we wrote #1 best-selling books, and we're able to use those books to build a platform that we could become the leading experts in those areas. And so I know how to do it, but it's just not my forte. However, if I love a product, like I love these products at LifeWise, I don't mind sharing them and telling people how it is that it's helping me sleep. The dream is amazing. Last night I took one. I woke up about 4 hours later. I took another dream and I went back to sleep and slept for the rest of the 8 hours that I got of sleep last night. So that's kind of sleep. I've as a police officer, I worked graveyard almost on my entire 21 year career, and so my sleep has always been messed up ever since then. It's my body is kind of used to being up in the middle of the night, and so it keeps wanting to wake up in the middle of the night. So the dream for me has been a dream, and puts me right back to sleep, and I don't feel groggy when I get up. And then I take a Clarity, which is this one right here. This Clarity product right here. It's a tab that you put on your tongue, and I get up and I'm off and running in the morning. And it's been amazing. So it's been outstanding. So that's been that's been my experience with these products. Now I'm not sure where I was before, so I'm going to go back to my website. So here's the website. Just got it done mostly yesterday. I worked on it yesterday and got it done yesterday. So it's simply a place that I'm going to be able to send people that will allow them to see where it is that they need to go. I got a little bit of scripture here. So my first scripture here has to do with, beloved, I pray that you may prosper in all things and be in health, just as your soul prospers. And that's 3 John 2. And then here in this area, these are the Facebook groups that anybody who is a founder with me or a partner with me will be able to then click on these buttons and go to the group. So for instance, I'm not sure if this will show you go there. I don't think it will. No, because I'm on a tab. So if, let me just, it's actually too hard for me to do that. So just understand that when I clicked on that button, it took me to the Facebook page where it was supposed to go. And then if I didn't, invite them through a proper invite, they can also then join the group and get approval for being there. So that's one way of doing it. So anyway, that's this is the website that they're going to get. And then there's a little bit about me and my history, kind of like what Dr. Clem did. That picture is going to change. That's the best one I can find for now. And then here is one of the compensation plan. A lot of people have questions about the compensation plan. You will click on this video here, and then the video, let's see. Yeah.
Most people have no clue that in 2023, the best way to make money on Amazon is not with physical products.
Hey everyone,
so goes
Rob
right
Allman
to,
here with LifeWise.
Video there,
as your CEO and founder, I want to make sure that you and everyone that you know.
Sorry, it's hard to listen to me and him at the same time. So he will then discuss the compensation plan, which is so easy. In any of the other programs that I was in, other business, I could never explain the compensation plan because it was so complicated. I think they did it on purpose so nobody could really, truly understand that the compensation plan in those companies didn't work. Nobody got compensated. They called it a compensation plan, but there was no compensation. In LifeWise, it's simple. You are a LifeWise partner. You take the products, you decide, well, I like this product and I like this product. You know what? I'm going to tell more people about this product because it really helped me. Like Dream for me. Dream is amazing. I'm telling you, it puts me fast to sleep. So I would say somebody will be at church or will be somewhere and somebody will say, oh man, I've had the worst time sleeping. I go, I have the perfect thing. I belong to a company called LifeWise. we have a product called Dream. And here, I'll actually share some with you. You could do that. Or when I get home, what I'll do is I'll mail you some or what have you. Or, hey, here's my URL. Just go to this URL and then order some and then try them for yourself. If you don't like them, you just send them back to the company. They'll give you your money back. And then that's what you do. What happens is when those people buy that product, I'm explaining the compensation plan. When those people buy that product, you get $5. Let's say now there's 5 products that are available now with LifeWise. I told you what they were at the beginning of the show. Is that let's just say that they buy 3 of the 5 products right off the bat. You get $15. So in other words, you get $5 from every product that is sold with LifeWise. And then that repeats itself as people continue to buy because they will love it too. And then they buy it the next month because you get 30 Dream stamps in your product. And then, then they continually buy. So every time they buy, every month, you get $5. Now, let's say that person who bought that product decides, you know what, I want to be a partner. And then they tell people, hey, a friend of mine named Andy gave me this great product. I decided to become part of the company. Here's my URL. Buy, these products if you like them. And they buy Dream. Now, let's say that they buy 4. Now I got to do the math on 4, but so they buy 4. You get $3 from every product that their person buys. So let's say they buy 4, you get $12 from them doing all the work. Only thing you did was tell that one person what they are, and they did the work to tell their person, and they buy 4. Now you get $12. So from that line of people, you are getting paid. And you will continue to get paid as long as they buy product. Now, let's say that person that they told tells somebody, well, then you get $2 from every product that they sell. And it goes down after that to $1, but it goes down 7 levels. If you buy the lead program, it'll give you an 8th level. And then you get 8 levels down of people anytime they buy. And as it spreads out, and this is where people get the idea that this is a pyramid scheme. It's just the way that it works out. Every company is a pyramid scheme. It's not a pyramid scheme, but a pyramid. Every company is a pyramid, right? You have the person who created the company or bought the company or what have you, and then you have the leadership underneath and the people after that, and then you have the minions down at the bottom, and every company is a pyramid. This is not that much different, where you are the CEO of your LifeWise company, and then once you begin to share out with people, and they begin to share with people and so on and so forth, all the way down, you will then begin to earn all the money as it comes up. And you can see as it flares out, your earning potential is huge. Thousands of dollars a month is possible if you put in the effort to not only share, but then talk to the people and stay in contact, which that's actually my worst thing that I have. That I do, that I need to be better at that. So here is, again, my website where I'm going to help, hopefully, stay in contact with my people. Here's a blog. The blog essentially is these videos that I'm doing now. It's the replay of the live broadcast. And so on my website, there is a blog of past websites, and more and more training will be involved in those. And then down here is the training school. In addition to lead, I will be doing my own training on what it is I've learned, which works, what doesn't work, and I'll be interviewing some of the other leaders in my team of people. I have some amazing leaders underneath me. It's pretty incredible. Those people, especially those that decided to join the last minute, I have some great leaders that have some great experience in the marketing business, and when I interview them, that's where, and talk about, their tricks and things that they use, not tricks. I mean, I don't want to trick anybody, but their tools and their processes they're going to share will go into that training program where people can continue to join. So it'll be amazing. And then further down, this is where they join the newsletter, and you can join the newsletter now if you want, even if you're not a partner, and you'll get some of the news about what's happening. And hopefully with getting those newsletters, it'll encourage you to become a partner. I just want to read this last bit of scripture that's down here at the bottom that I threw in there. And that sounds bad to say I threw in scripture. I put in here because it's important. Hebrews 10:24-25 says, and let us consider how we may spur one another on toward love and good deeds, not giving up meeting together, as some are in the habit of doing, but encouraging one another, and all the more as you see the day approaching. And so that is my goal, is that I want to be that team leader who will then do that. I want to bring the team together. I want us to get together if possible. And I want us to encourage each other to be successful in this company, not just financially, but in growing as good stewards of God's gifts that he's provided for us. And that is my goal with this LifeWise company. If you don't know, my wife and I do a show called Living Fearless Devotional, hence putting fearless in the name of my team. But the Living Fearless Devotional, my wife and I, not every day, but 3 to 4 days a week, we do a live broadcast, usually in the evening, where we read right now with Charles Spurgeon, the devotional for the day. And then we go through the scripture that's in the devotional, and we discuss what God spoke to us through the devotional or even through the scripture. And then people like Cindy is on. Cindy's a pastor of her church, and she often has some great feedback that comes in. And we just love Cindy because she adds a lot of information and spirit to our discussions, and we just love her. I love it. But like her, see, and so I want to bring up this thing that she's a little overwhelmed with all the group information. Yes, that is one of the things that happens when you join a group, is that you try to it's like a fire hose of information that you're trying to consume all at once. And Cindy, the only thing I can say is just take your time. I think some of the important stuff is kind of just learn to navigate where all this stuff is. And then I'm going to make my website available to you because Cindy's on my team. And just go to my website and watch the videos that are on my website, I think for the time being. And then just slowly begin to try to gather as much information as you can, but just take your time. Don't take it all in. If you've decided to purchase the LEAD program, the LEAD program is amazing. I think Dr. Clem, the part that I shared, is an amazing teacher and does a great job. Again, he's a pastor and a law enforcement officer, and I think just it does a great job and a PhD in leadership. So I think that those are the areas that I would focus on. But yeah, it can be overwhelming. There's just these different pages, and then we got these other live videos that are coming in from Rob and Tracy and that kind of stuff. But kind of take a step back, learn about the products. There's only 5 of them now, so learn about those products. I think that's important. And then I think just visit the website that I just created and click on those links for those videos and watch those, and then kind of take your time and then reach out if you have any questions. But yes, it can be a little bit overwhelming early on. Christine King joined. That's awesome. I'm glad that you joined. Glad you're a part of our world over here at LifeWise. And I think that's it. I got to take my son to kickboxing. So let me just share one more thing here. I just want to show you the website. When you go down to the links that's in the description, you will see a link that will send you to this website. And this is where you'll see the products. All right. So you can see the banner that used to be up there was the pre-launch. It's no longer pre-launch. So they took down that video, which is good because now it gets you right into the products. And this is a Restore that I told you about. It's natural ingredients. And I'm going to look really quickly to see if it's halal and kosher. I could have sworn I saw it on either one of the products or something that I was reading before, but it is possible. So here's the strips. You're just going to take a strip and you put it in your mouth. And then once it dissolves, the ingredients or the important ingredients will then dissolve and they will hit the receptors on the roof of your mouth and underneath your tongue. And that's why they go to work so fast. And then right down here, this is the important part, is you click on one of these green buttons. I would encourage you to become a partner. That's, again, $99 annually to be a partner, but you'll get free product from that $99 purchase. But if you just don't have any interest in being involved in the company, you can then just be a customer. And the good news is, I'm not even sharing. Hold on. Sorry about that. Oh my gosh. Here we go. So there's the pictures of you. You open the package and you take out the strip. Sorry about that. You put it in your mouth. And then here are the green buttons that I was talking about. So on the left is become a partner, and on the right is become a customer. And you can do that and purchase the products. And you can even try them out if you like. And again, there's a money back guarantee if they don't work for you, which I can't say that everything works for everybody all the time. But I tell you, for me, the dream is amazing and the clarity I love. Restore, I have this bad knee, and I know when I've forgotten to take Restore because my knee hurts a little bit more that day. And so I try not to forget to take my Restore, which is the inflammation supplement that helps with inflammation. Ira says that she agrees with Cindy. I did not realize that the leadership can be your auto. Yeah. Oh, the LEAD. Yeah, the lead training can be your auto ship. It's just one of your products. Yeah. So see, that's why I do these videos. That's really important. It's $35 and it's the least expensive thing. Yeah, that can be your auto ship. It's mine. And until somebody tells me differently, nobody's said that. And I think even Rob may have even suggested it. That's why I chose that. So, and that's what I love about the company. They don't say, you know what, you have to pay, you have to buy all 4 products, because that's just the best way to go. They've never said that. They've never said anything like that. They said, find the thing that you like and put that on auto ship, or you can do the least expensive thing for your auto ship, and you're done. And you don't have to ever worry about it. And your status will stay in good standing, and you will be a partner and a founder, and you don't have to worry about it. That's what I love the best about this whole thing, is that they are just so transparent and so nice, and really not trying to gouge people. They truly are not. The good news also, from the thousands of products that have been sold in the pre-launch, I think there was only 1 return. I'm not quite sure if there might have been more than that by the end of the 3 months, but that's pretty good when you're selling thousands of products that have just been created. Now, I know Tracy Gibbs has messed with the formulations and added some really cool stuff to some of the formulas, so they made them even better. But even in the early stages of the products, they didn't get any returns, and now they're going to be even better. So I just love this company. And again, if you need any help, you just go down to the bottom of the website, the LifeWise website, and there's a toll-free number, 844, I think it is. You call that number, and one of the leadership will pick up, or even one of their wives will pick up and ask them any questions and say, you know what, I just don't understand. I don't understand how to get paid. For me, that there was something, I had a little hiccup with that. So I didn't have to go to leadership, but I ended up figuring out. But whatever it is that you are having a problem with, and maybe overwhelm is one of those things. Maybe call them and say, you know what, I'm overwhelmed. I saw Andy's video and he gave me some suggestions, but I wanted to call the home office. What do you think I should be doing? What do you think is the first thing I should be worried about in joining LifeWise that I need to focus on? And then what's the next thing? There's nothing wrong with doing that. And I think the leadership at LifeWise would appreciate that. And they would love talking to you. They're just really great people. All right. That's it. That's all I have for you on this one. It was actually a little bit more than I intended, but why not? I love you guys. Thank you all for watching. I appreciate you, and God bless. Have a great day. Talk to you later. Take care.